Hi Aries, welcome to your September 2021 Astro Update. It's Rena here. Okay, well, your ruler Mars is staying in Virgo in a very efficient place for the first half of the month. And so coming from August and the fact that the sun is also in Virgo, you're really getting things done. Productive nature. If you are looking to improve your health, this is a wonderful time to implement something on the physical level, like some sort of exercise routine. Sixth house is all about routines, and that can include the health, because this is another aspect of the sixth house. And another possibility, since the sixth house can rule the office place, there might be some kind of jockeying for position. You might be ambitious, trying to go after a certain position, that you're, being competitive and things like that. And that can lead to a bit of conflict. So you have to rein that in, because you naturally possess that sort of quality to begin with. So you want to be able to make sure that you're not doing that in an over-the-top sort of way. So on the 6th of the month, we have a new moon in this area at 14 degrees of Virgo. And it's possible that you will be stepping into a new position at work. And this is what all of your efforts paying off, where you've been trying to make your case or doing things to get to that position. And this can also involve new health regimen, something along those lines. You may be working in a new office altogether, or a new job altogether. On the 10th, Venus goes into Scorpio, and that's the 8th house. This could have you benefit from other people's money. So maybe your spouse is getting a raise, or you get money from dividends. You get money from some sort of inheritance. If you are in divorce proceedings, you might get money from the other party. But yeah, it favors money, but it favors it from sources other than what you're working to earn. Maybe even like a gift, which is nice, isn't it? And this is also good for intimate love relationships, where you're really bearing your soul to someone and you're bonding in that sense at a deeper level. On the 14th, Mars goes into Libra. And yeah, I mean, that's the 7th house for you. That's the opposite sign. And Aries, that could involve some kind of a legal battle. So, 7th house can be legal battles. It's also, the house of committed partnership. So yeah, some of you may be undergoing some kind of legal fight that could involve money. Yeah, so if there's something that is an inheritance and you're duking it out, you're fighting it out in court, that could be like, it's interesting, the 7th house is the house of open enemies. And isn't it interesting that a courtroom can expose these people very clearly, and sad to say, some of them might even be family members that you thought were a lot better than they turned out to be. On the 20th, but I don't want to make this totally like, oh, it's going to be something negative. It can simply be, maybe you enlist your partner to start exercising with you. If you're trying to better yourself in this area, you might realize that you and your partner have a habit of vegging out in front of the idiot box. I'm sorry. I shouldn't say that, but that's just me being a forceful, opinionated fire sign, Sagittarian. Um, and you really want to change things up a little bit, but it's hard to do so on your own. So you want your partner to help you. This can also be hubba hubba time, sexy, the sex sparking up again in your relationship if it's been in a lull state. And who knows, maybe, Mars and Venus are the divine lovers. Maybe getting more intimate emotionally with your partner, Venus in the eighth, brings that other side out in you as well. Although it doesn't take much with Aries, let's face it. On the 20th, we have a full moon at 28 degrees of Pisces in that 12th house. It's almost like at your sign at the cusp of Aries, It is kind of, you could say it's at the cusp of Aries. Very, very much at the end of that sign in the 12th house, the final house. This could be like something coming out, especially, or something within yourself finally being put to rest. A self-destructive habit or pattern, some karma being exhausted, and that's a good thing. So that could have wonderful implications for you. And actually, next month in October, Aries, you're going to have a full moon in your sign around this time. And that will be in your first house. It'll be a late degree of Aries as well. And that will be in your first house. And that is a great 1-2 punch because you kind of like let go of a karmic pattern, and then you let go of something on the conscious level because you're aware that things are connected, the way that you carry yourself. Maybe something very significant in your life is going to come to a close, but it's going to make way, give space for new things to come into play. On the 22nd, the sun goes into Pisces. I'm Pisces, because I'm thinking of that. The sun goes into Libra on the 22nd, and you are a cardinal sign. Libra is a cardinal sign. These are the power times of the year, the times when the season changes. And it really speaks to when the seasons change, especially if you live in a place like I do in the Midwest where you have distinctive seasons and they evoke distinctive memories for you. So the point is that you can really feel that there's a shift. A lot of times when we go through these cardinal points at the equinoxes and the solstices, which is what we're talking about, an equinox in this case. So that can feel very significant for you, and it may point to you wanting to do certain things in this new season of your life. In this case, this is involving your committed partnership sector. Now, it's important to understand that even at the time of the new moon in Libra, which is coming in October, early October, it doesn't necessarily mean a new marriage or the equivalent. It could be getting divorced and having that new development in that marriage in the way that it has ended. And so it's just a change of sorts. On the 27th, Mercury goes retrograde in the same house, 25 degrees of Libra. So this is definitely something that you may have some ambivalence over. You may not want to do this. If you're engaged in some kind of a legal battle, you may be of two minds. There's a part of you that could have had something come up for you that made you want to do it, and then you have a change of heart. You're kind of like back and forth. So really investigate your feelings, Aries. If you like, let's say that your partner was unfaithful to you, and you just immediately, being the Aries type of person, sprung into action and called a lawyer and got the ball rolling. You might be like, wait a second, this is permanent. I'm not so sure about this. I think I still love this person. And you might put a halt to it, or at the very least, you're rethinking it. And same thing with like an inheritance issue. You might have been angry at first. You might have felt a certain sense of vengeful, uh, a vengeful spirit for a hot second, and then you thought about it and you said, you know what, it's not even worth it. I want to maintain the higher ground. Let them have it, and let them deal with the what that entails, because I want to keep peaceful. I don't want to battle this anymore. I don't like the way it makes me feel. That could be, something that you decide to do. And you don't have to feel like you lost, because it isn't about winning and losing. It's about, and actually it is about winning, because you're gaining your peace of mind, and that's worth so much. So it depends, whatever this is. But yeah, any kind of contracts, any kind of an agreement with another person, if you must do that in the next few weeks, if you must sign on the dotted line, be very cognizant of the need to go over the contract with a fine-tooth comb. If you're planning on getting married, and September and October seem to be popular months for that, you might find that the marriage license, there's some snafu with it. Who knows? But these are all temporary things. Mercury's a quick moving sign. Okay, that's what I have for you, Aries. I hope that you related to this. If you would like a personal reading, the link is below. Take care. Bye.